witness real knows it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at my...
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gould with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And this complete to Mitchell.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 47 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Lance now on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Black Ultra.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 7, Lance able to find Gray here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 27, Lance.
And this one too low.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Lance now on 1st down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They snap it to Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before half for Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the 1st half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
The Lance going to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A chance for a 1st touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lance now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that hadn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers.
Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. To try again after the sack. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Off-play action, Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Here's McLeod on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And there he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Fields now to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Again, Fields.
Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here we go, set.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Now, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
San Francisco.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
The 30. 10, 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give him points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.